ready to go live on what's happening. Hey guys, it's me, Share Pencil the artist, and I'm with Sean. One of my friends here on the YT world, and yeah, it was a Sunday morning now in the Philippines. It's almost midnight here. It's almost 1:53 a.m. And I decided to become live because of I have nothing to do, to be honest. It's just like I just wanted to talk to my friends here, you know. So where are you heading now, Sean?
Temple, Texas. I just had a kids on the golf cart over that bridge there, pumping their arm up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hit my horn there for a second.
Hang on. Can you tell me what really happened to you last night? Guys, something happened to Sean.
Well, nothing really happened to me. I'm still alive. That's the
I'm
whole
in the
point.
tornado. Can you tell the story?
It was very windy. Winds like you wouldn't believe. If you didn't have a load in your
Oh,
trailer, your truck was relocated.
ah, okay.
What bothers me is what happened to the young family that had three kids and an SUV with a camper. Did
Oh
they
shit.
leave before it hit, or did they actually park? Because I know they weren't in the parking lot. Plus, a
Mm-hmm.
vehicle like that would easily have gotten lifted and thrown a great distance.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I decided to
Kentucky,
become live. It's because okay. Go on.
Kentucky got it really bad last night. St. Louis, Somerset, all high casualty, mass casualty, what they call a mass casualty event. Just tell them people what it is. A tornado. Well, it hit other parts of Kentucky that didn't make the national media. When I pulled
Mm-hmm.
out of that truck stop, it was a freaking war zone.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that had cargo and that weight managed to keep you anchored to the ground. That wasn't had a truck against you, and if you were
Mm-hmm.
able to pull out without any damage, they wanted you out of there. So most of us that could get out, we got on the interstate and parked on the shoulder to finish up our DOT break.
Okay. There you go. Oh, Sean. Vinco is here. Hello, my sweet Vinco. How you doing?
Hello.
Vinko,
Yeah.
can
Did
you
you invite
send
the dog?
the
No,
no?
Why?
no, because I was like roaming around YouTube and I saw your live stream and I was like, "Cool, I will join." So
Well,
yeah,
you
Yeah,
didn't
but
tell
uh, but
Vinko.
I
I
sent
figured you
you
would have told
the
him
link.
here.
huh?
No, I sent him the link in your cell phone. Check it out, Vinco.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah,
saw now.
I sent you. Hello, Len Whistler. Happy Saturday. Yeah, Len is here. Yeah, I know this guy for a long time.
Hey, Len.
Met him in person too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a very good photographer and also a writer. My
That was a
goodness.
children's book he
This
did,
is the
right?
first time I met, huh?
That was a children's book he
Me
did,
and
right?
Blessed. No, 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 no. It's all travel book. It's all
Oh, it's a
about
travel book.
Ontario,
Okay.
Vancouver, Canada. Me and Blessed Life, we have his book for free, with the sign, with his signature. It was really nice. This is the first time I met, a writer like him. But before, I didn't know. I have a friend from Spain. His name is Carlos Munoz Gonzalez. Now he's in Argentina now. He's also a traveler all over the world, and he is all the way from Spain. But now he stopped his traveling. He releases his book, and I saw his advertisement that the travel book is on more on Spanish. I told him, what's happening to you? You're still traveling? No, I'm not traveling anymore, Cheryl. I'm a writer now. Yeah, it's really good, to see a traveler becomes a writer. So Len is the second time I met a writer because he's the first one, Carlos, and this one, Len. Because I was become a tour guide with Carlos that time, and he is not feeling well that time because he has a crutches. He has a crutches. He's a kind of disabled that time, but now he can walk straight.
Share.
Yeah. What about you? What?
I must be on delay when I say something because you're delayed.
Okay, go on, Sean.
Okay, you see this exit in front of me? Oh, you go up under the bridge and there's an exit.
Yes.
Okay, if I took that exit and go north about 10 miles, Tina Turner lived in that town.
Mm-hmm.
She was born and
Oh,
raised.
Oh
And
shit.
then you go a little further north, Isaac Hayes is from there. You get off at this exit right here. The famous singer Isaac Hayes.
Wow.
Can't get enough of your love, babe. You know all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No. So how is your mother now? My sweet Binko. How is she now?
Oh well, she's okay. You know.
She
You
gave me
know.
a tour. Oh, this is another one that I did. Manila Light Rail Transit System, because guys, it is expensive here, to ride, to book, what they call this, a Grab,
Yeah.
and it's
To
kind of
better
traffic.
share for you to
Go on,
better
John.
understand. For you to better understand 10 miles, if you understand probably the metric system better, that's about 13.4
Mm-hmm.
miles or 13.4 kilometers, excuse me.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm not good in
Uh,
math. Binko is good.
Yeah.
well, I thought I couldn't remember if the Philippines uses the metric system or miles versus kilometers.
Share. Share.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sammy, yeah.
um, Share to understand 10 miles would be
What?
like dry, like
Mm,
going from one would be like going from one side to Manila to the other. That's how long it would be.
wow.
That's about 10 miles,
Wow.
if memory serves me right. Going to
Mm-hmm.
Taguig to like
Yeah.
Quezon City would be what it'd be like.
Yeah. Let's make Sean to be star here. Okay, hang on, and then put
What
it
happened to
here
Vinco?
so people can see. Yeah,
Oh, Vinco's still
so
here. I thought he
people
left.
can see.
No, no, no. I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm
Bingo
here.
is here.
I, I only saw me and
We
Cher
I,
there
I
for a
just made
second.
you only. No, no, no. I just change only the layout. I make it like this so people can watch where you're going. I know a lot of people right nowadays wants to see how is beautiful USA is. and take a look.
Well,
No traffic.
since Josh isn't here, invite Sammy. She'll come up.
Okay, hang on. Hang on, hang
Yeah,
on, guys.
say Josh is not here. Come up.
Okay.
Yeah, I had free uh, Sirius XM radio for a few days, and can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah, Sirius XM satellite radio. I called in to Spin 45, and you make your dedications. They bring you, whenever they're not playing. There's no commercials, but they have a pause where you can hear the DJ talking, and he takes dedications. And I called one in, and he took it. He goes, "This is Sean, a trucker, dedicating the song to the stock market," and he plays the song "Bubble Butt." That was yeah, because the stock market's a big bubble and it's going to burst. Just a question of when. And I see it happening this year because the way the economy is going on over here, it's not sustainable. Everything is overly priced. And the smart ones like me are just going to sit and wait and not going to spend the money on something that costs 3 times more than what it's worth.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it becomes a buyer's market, pretty much we'll call the shots then. The ball's in your court. Like, well, we could sell
Yeah.
this house, really? I'm like, well, yeah. Why has it been on the market for 2 years? If you could sell this house, why are there 24,000 empty houses here in Fort Myers, Florida alone? That's over 2/3 of the houses in Fort Myers are empty.
Yeah. Shit
I said,
goes
Okay.
downhill.
I said, you can see a lot of houses, but they're empty. The neighborhoods are ghost towns.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm.
I saw that firsthand.
That's why knowledge is power. And
Like
they hate.
in Bosnia, they're like those apartments and condominiums are so expensive. Even those, those little ones. My God, not to mention the big ones. Jesus Christ, overpriced.
Yeah, Europe is going through the same growing pains. Me,
Yeah.
you guys in Europe use the word austerity. No one ever hears that word over here in the States. I said, no, you guys, we're all going through the same thing Europe has been going through. It's called austerity. Enjoy it. And they hate it when I talk like that.
When you vote for a fucking asshole, that's what you get.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot worse. I mean, it's not all his fault, but he sure as hell ain't making it any better.
Yep, that guy.
It's all of them's fault. It's both parties' fault, not just one party or the other. They're both at fault.
Yep.
That's why I've been voting independent since 2008. I take that back, 2004, because I voted for Ralph Nader. Everybody's like, who's that? Yeah, this is the last time I voted for Jill Stein. But they took her off the ballot in Ohio, and I sure as hell wasn't going to vote for Trump, so I had to vote for Kamala Harris. That's why I got thrown out of the voting booth. I was already done, and one dude was laughing because he knew what it meant when I went, ah. He knew who I was voting for because that's what you hear. That's what you would hear in the old WWF when Kamala, the Ugandan headhunter, went under the ring.
Yeah.
Same spelling, just pronounced differently. And get this, the wrestler's real name was James Harris. Same last name as Kamala Harris. See, he got the joke, and
I
he
just
died laughing. He
invite
goes, "That was you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me."
Sean. I invited now Sammy, and I think she's sleeping now.
Wake her up.
Oh my God,
Get your ass up. You ain't
Vinko,
sleeping.
are
It's
you
the
okay now
weekend
with
anyway.
Sammy?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't have
Yeah,
a problem with her.
Yeah, no problem now.
wake
It's
her
only
up.
to Josh.
Yeah, wake her up. It's the weekend. She should be kicking it.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't like, if she will get mad at me.
She's always mad. Doesn't matter.
Wow. You know what? It's really, wow, the truck is so big. My goodness.
so big and huge.
I wish I did have a king
Bingo?
sleeper. I have my own toilet, my own shower.
Hmm.
Ah, it's just like a trailer, right? Uh,
A camper, you
like
mean?
a big
Yeah,
RV or something.
yeah. But I don't have a king sleeper. That's all what I don't have on here is a toilet and a shower. It'd be nice.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to tell you, my sweet share. One of my
Okay.
friends yesterday, he's Sean knows what I'm talking about. He's a prepper, for like doomsday or something. He has a shelter there with food, guns, everything. And what he did, he has a RV, and what he did, he put armor plating around him, those bulletproof tires. Uh, 50 cal on the roof. Oh my God, he has a huge 50 cal and a minigun.
And he's never gonna use it.
Yeah, and I was like, you spend almost €500,000. Oh my God, he's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ.
You want to know what I would have
Yeah.
done? I would have demolished the house that I have them dig a big bunker underneath that had everything I needed for
Yeah,
survival.
yeah, me also.
Fill the middle of the concrete with lead, and make
Yeah,
the roof of it with concrete and lead in the middle, and a doorway that's
radiation protection.
underground. And then I'd have my house built back on top of it.
Yep.
That's what you do. That's what you do. And the only way in is through the doorway to get in or out. Well, you make a long hallway that you get in, but there's another door to get in the actual bunker. You make a
Yeah,
long hallway, and you're taking a.
ventilation.
Somebody comes in there, you can do whatever you want with them, and they have no defense.
Shoot him on sight.
No, you just open a little door, like in Vietnam when you went into a tunnel. You
Oh
just
yeah.
slowly open a little door, take a sharp edge, and then slam it through there. It goes right through their skull or right through their chest. They're dead. And they're gonna be like, "I ain't fucking going in there." And they could use
I
all
will
the
kill
gas or whatever they want down that hall. It isn't going to do anything.
But he's crazy. He watched too many movies.
Because one man cannot defend a stationary target unless it's underground. One way in, one way out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, lately, we they announced already the new elected senators here in the Philippines. Okay, and there is a one of them. They're very young. I think he's around 30 plus or something.
Oh my God.
She's the daughter of Manny Villar, but she's a pretty girl. And I'm very happy that the daughter wins, not the mother, because the mother, I'm sorry to say this, she is kind of, let's say, kind of racist, or she doesn't know how to respect,
Yeah, but
the poor people.
the girl that got elected is more in tuned to the younger generation.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't trust
yeah.
politicians.
The mother is inconsiderate, huh? What did you
I don't
say,
trust.
my
I
handsome guy?
I don't trust politicians. Rather be young or old. I don't trust them because why? If they get their hands off of a little Iola power, they will be corrupt. Every single one of them. So believe me.
Vinco. It's
Yeah.
a rare quality to find, Vinco. The ones that I try to find are a lot like me, that isn't blinded by money.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care if you got $1 million cash in front of me. I won't touch it. Why? Because I didn't earn it.
yeah. Me neither.
The only money I want is what I've
Mm-hmm.
earned.
So yeah, that is what I'm saying. She can be young or he, but they're both the same. Trust me, you will see it soon.
Yeah, I know.
It will be
That's
the
why I don't
same.
vote.
It will be restricted travels, blah blah blah, higher prices. My God, like always, just forget about it.
You
Like
know
those.
what? We yeah, my sweet. What our problem, especially the Filipinas. We cannot get out of the Philippines. Every time we're going, let's say we're going to Vietnam, we're going to Thailand, we're going to Cambodia or Malaysia. We need to go to the immigration of the Philippines, and we've been harassed by the people over there. Jesus,
Yeah,
we have no freedom, to go out of the country. To be honest.
yeah.
And this is the reason why my Dutch friend, I have a best friend, he's living in Thailand. He was inviting me to go to Thailand. He said, "Oh, I'm getting worried about you if I'm going to invite you here in Thailand. We are best friends, but the problem is your immigration. They holding the Filipinas to get out of the country, and which is true. My goodness." They think
Uh,
they think always a human trafficking, but there's no human trafficking going on. My goodness.
I don't get this trafficking thing. I'm always in traffic. Look at my screen.
Yeah. Oh
And
Jesus, this one is so big. What was that, Sean? What kind of truck
so
is
big and
that?
long.
That's the trailers are all predominantly the same. That was an international. That's a Freightliner that's
Uh,
passing me now. I've had
yeah.
two of
Do
those.
you think the one who was driving? Do you think the one who was driving is black or white
It's hard to say. Most of your foreign
or
drivers
Mexican?
drive. Most of your foreign drivers drive Volvos. I don't know why, but why it's that way. But for the most part, they drive Volvos.
I
Yep.
think Ukrainian. There's so many Ukrainian there in USA right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you think happens when a country starts getting bombed? With the
Refugees.
exception of
Yeah,
people like
they try
Binko
to
that
migrate.
weathered the storm, weathered the storm for 4 years, getting bombed all day long, 24/7. That took a lot of guts. But
The-
Binko, you were
is
a
there
kid.
Yeah. Is there like in Chicago we have like almost 500,000 creations there because during the war they managed to escape. So yeah, they saved their
Yeah, see, I
lives.
never fully understood. I fully never fully understood it, and I still don't. But there is some things I do know about what happened. With
Mm.
Yugoslavia getting busted up like that, and it's like, what happened? And nobody would be able to tell. You'd get all kinds of weird stories. People that don't know acting like they do know.
You know,
I think the Serbian is the problem.
Serbians are the biggest cause there, and they wanted a big Serbia, but they didn't get it because there are three nations living there: Muslims, Croatians, and Serbians. We need to share, but they don't want to share. They want it all. So that is why they cooperated with Russians, and they attacked us. And we are so helpless. So we need to defend ourselves. And yeah,
I mean, Yugoslavia was a first world country like us,
yeah,
and
my
then
God.
all of a sudden, and that's why I keep telling people I do know. I mean, they had their own auto company. I said, don't you remember
Yeah,
the Yugo?
everything. Clothes, computers, technology, cars, food, everything we had.
Yeah,
We
and
was
the
like
country tore itself apart, and I never understood why.
the force in the whole world. We have the biggest army there. My God, the strongest army. Even the Russians feared us. But yeah, what can you
Just like
do? The fucking
Czechoslovakia got,
Serbian,
yeah,
the fucking
Czechoslovakia
Serbian.
got busted up.
But you know what? The karma bite them in the fucking ass right now. They have no jobs. They're hungry. They have like 3 million poor people without jobs, without food. Karma. So yeah, and
Vinko, I'm just taking a guess here that they're going to bust up Ukraine just like they did your country,
yeah,
Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia. It's going to happen the same way.
yeah. Russia wants half of Ukraine for themselves, but Ukraine doesn't want to give it. So yeah.
Well, Russia's got what they wanted. They wanted to bring back the Donbass and all that because all those people spoke Russian anyway.
Mm.
They just didn't get along with the Western Ukrainians because World War II, the each side didn't get along with the other because one of them sided with Germany, the other sided with Russia.
But the biggest support in Ukraine are us, Croatians. We are the biggest supporters. We send them military forces, vehicles, choppers, everything, anti-air defenses, because Croatia right now is much more stronger and much more
Mhm.
richest country. So we are able to send them that kind of a military aid. And yeah,
Uh, Out of the leaders, out of all that mess at that time, what was it? Milosevic? He guilty about what happened.
Slobodan Milosevic, yeah. He was the one,
He
and
was the
he
sole guilter of the whole thing, right?
yeah, and he attacked Vukovar, that is in Croatia, and my God, the Vukovar has the worst state in all Croatia. Zagreb, Dubrovnik, and other they're like mild, but Vukovar is the worst. They lost every single one of them. They even shot the dogs. They
Geez,
Oh,
killed.
hey,
that's not nice.
share help you understand. So a lot of Americans are hockey fans. We hold Sarajevo as them because that was when the miracle took place. You guys weren't. I don't think you were born yet, Vinko. And if Cher was, she was a baby when that happened because I was a
Yeah,
little kid when that had took place.
yeah, it is.
It was a big hockey game, win the gold medal between the United States and Canada, and we were the underdogs, and we ended up winning it. That's why Sarajevo, to a lot
Mhm.
of hockey fans here in North America, we hold as
Yeah,
a gem. But I remember how beautiful it was before the war.
yeah, yeah. It was. My God. Ah, well, what can you do? It is what it is.
Sarajevo is a part of the Czech Republic, right?
Yeah, and partly Austria.
Oh,
His
where is
his connection,
Sean?
his connection was lost, but I think he will come back.
Yeah, yeah. Let's wait for him. Let's wait for him. Okay, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Crayon. Now you have a
Yeah.
new
So
name, Mikey?
no, I just put it over there because I really don't like those people. My troll who was trying to stalk me all the time, and
Ah,
yeah, I really don't like to know who I am, and I like blue crayon, and I love crayons. Okay, but still, my real name is Chef Pencil the Artist. So here is Sean. So bring him up again. So there you go.
I don't know. Sorry about
Here's
that. I lost
Sean.
signal. But before I lost
Yeah.
signal, I was asking. Sarajevo is in the Czech Republic, right? Where you're at,
yeah, and
Binko?
we
Okay,
are we
I
are
was making sure.
partly partners with Austria also because you know what happened before their king was assassinated by Gavrilo, the Serbian bastard,
Yeah,
and
that's what
yeah,
started everything in motion. The killing
yeah,
of that one man. of the Archduke Ferdinand. If it hadn't been for that, that's what put into motion everything that happened up until today. Believe it or not, that one incident with the Serbian assassinated him. That started World War One, led to another big event, and another big
Yeah,
event.
yeah. But
And for people,
even now they're blaming America for it. I was like, America didn't have anything to do with it. You
yeah,
was the one who
yeah.
started it.
Well,
Jesus
what it
Christ.
is everybody in the West blames Germany for the start of both world wars. I'm like, bullshit. Serbia
Bullshit.
started World War One, which
Jesus
led to
Christ.
World War Two.
Mm.
I said, when you get a full understanding what was going on before all this happened, instead of just going by what people tell you, you'd be like, I understand why Germany ended up the way it did. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I've learned this. The Austrians get along with everybody. They just don't. They don't want to be in conflict with anybody. We're taking over your country. Hey, come on in. Hey, that's why I pick on the Austrians about.
Yeah.
They don't ever want to be in conflict with anybody.
Just like in Canadian bacon. Those Canadian beer sucks. Get them.
Oh yeah, did you finally watch it?
Oh yeah, I watched it like 20 times. My God.
Yeah,
The movie is
you
awesome.
see the irony of this, right? It's like when Trump has said he was going to make him the 51st. I'm like, am I watching Canadian bacon? What's going on here?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
This is
there
a
was a lot
very
of
nice
facts in
live
that.
stream, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of facts in that,
Yeah.
Vinko.
Yeah,
When he
it
told
is.
that young guy he lit that big cigar, he goes, "The American attention span is about as long as your dick." That's true. That is very true. It's cruel, but it's true.
Yeah. Oh, I sent the link to Josh, but I don't know where he is.
I think he meet again the actor.
No, he's probably busy with the wife or something else.
Ah, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he visit the wife.
Oh my God, I was in Darren's live stream last night in his panel, like always. And Josh, my God, he started to tease Noelle, making fun of her. And my God, I muted myself and laughed. I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Oh, it's
Yeah, see, that's
Noelle
when all
there.
that was going on. That's why I didn't make it to Darren's live stream. If Noelle wasn't there, it was because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that's a girl driving that trike right there. That's what a trike is in the United States. It's a three-wheel motorcycle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's totally different than the trikes you're used to in the Philippines. You can fit 5-6 people on a trike in the Philippines.
Climb up.
Yeah.
But here, I'm less than an hour from Memphis, Tennessee. Graceland, the home of Ray Charles,
Oh yeah.
Morgan Freeman, the actor.
Well, I love Morgan Freeman. He's awesome.
He's one of my favorite actors. Yes, he does never play. He never did a character in a bad movie. If Morgan Freeman's name's attached to it, oh yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
My first movie I seen him as was Lean on Me, with the true story about Joe Clark.
Oh
That
yeah.
was brilliant. And then the next movie he did was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and that was excellent.
Oh yeah, awesome with Kevin Costner.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played Azim.
Oh yeah, the Muslim warrior.
Yeah, he was Moorish.
Mm.
Because I remember he got the assistant that helped Rodman's family was still alive, but he was blinded, and he's got something covering his eyes up, and he's waiting for him to come out, and he's sitting there with Azim. He goes, "Curse of Moors and Saracens and their ungodly ways. Master Robin would have never left." He goes, "Your name is Azim. What is that? Irish? Cornish?" And Morgan Freeman walks up close to him. "It's Moorish." And he goes, "Oh."
Wow.
I like him also in with the movie Jet Li, The Faithful Danny, and Hard Rain, and my God, The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. Oh yeah,
And he did a hell of a job. Him and
and
Jack
Shawshank
Nicholson
Redemption.
in
Oh,
the bucket list. That was
oh
excellent.
yeah, oh yeah.
Hilarious movie.
I watched it also. But for tonight, I will watch. I downloaded like last night, The Breed 2006. There are like a couple of those young
Oh,
students. They come to the party, but they will be waited for a couple of what do you call that? Those ravaged dogs. They want to kill them. Oh my God, awesome movie
hmm.
with Michelle Rodriguez. I watched it like when I was like 21, but it is awesome. So yeah, I will watch it again. Yeah, because
Oh,
here
that's nice.
we because we here we can watch movies online, but it is rubbish. So it is much more better to download it, on your laptop and then watch it. You have a steady connection and stuff. You don't need to worry about internet or Wi-Fi. So yeah.
I'd like to ask Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman if the bucket list was real. Would Jack Nicholson be able to get you to do all that shit that you did in the movie? I would really like to ask him that.
Oh my God, Jack Nicholson is a legend. I don't know, but his Joker in a Batman 1987 was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Amazing. And with Adam Sandler as a therapist. Oh my God.
he gave the best line there
yeah.
about women and about women and accountability. That was the best line ever. But I liked him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh yeah.
With
Oh yeah.
Danny DeVito was in that. Christopher Lloyd.
Cher's sister called me Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah. My sister said, "Who are you talking to? He looks like Adam Sandler." Oh, really? Oh my
I,
God. My sweet Vinko looks like Adam Sandler.
I still want to see Happy Gilmore too. I haven't seen it yet.
Go to school. Go to school. To show
All
them
I
I
know
love
is
you.
there was a second fist fight. He got in with Bob Barker, but
Oh
they
yeah.
did that. They did that when they do a charity for kids with autism every year in L.A. And they got Bob and Adam
Yeah.
Sandler to get back there and do another fist fight like they did in Happy Gilmore. That
Oh
was
yeah.
hilarious. You can find that on YouTube. But in Happy Gilmore too, I'm wondering, did he get into another fist fight with a celebrity during the celebrity golf outing?
Oh, there's a new
Yeah.
movie came up, The Sinners. Oh yeah, I watched the trailer. It is awesome. Actually. I will download it later. And Minecraft. Oh my God, Minecraft movie.
Well, a lot of kids went and seen that movie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The new part, Final Destination Bloodlines came up. Oh, I will download it. Why not? I love Final Destination. It is a horror movie, about those people who are avoided death, and then after that, the death will kill them one by one. So yeah.
Vinko, help me out here. I believe it was a TV series. I was watching it, or it's a movie, and I don't know if it was a true story. If it is, I'd really like to know more about this. It was about a plane that was supposedly disappeared and destroyed in a storm, and the people on the flight didn't age one bit. They were gone for like 8 years or something like that, and the plane landed. at the
Is that
airport.
Bermuda Triangle or something?
No, it had nothing to do with the
No,
Bermuda Triangle. But they
no.
showed up like 8 years
movie,
later, and they didn't age a bit.
the movie is called Cocoon, I think.
No, not Cocoon. This is new. It's only
I
like
knew.
maybe a couple years old, and
Oh.
I think it was a TV show. And I don't know if it was based on a true. I know a lot of weird shit happens, but in the story, they landed and they haven't aged 1 minute, but they were gone for 8 years, and the government got involved and corralled everybody that got off the plane. They're wondering what the hell's going on, you know.
I remember that, but I can't
Oh,
remember the
okay.
name. Oh my god.
I thought you might know what that is.
I remember watching that, but I forgot the name. I will search it later. Yeah.
It was a good story. I was
Oh
watching
yeah,
it on
go on.
Netflix, and then I stopped watching it. I don't know if it was a TV series. I think it was a TV series.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I need to watch Thunderbolts. You know, they're like Marvel heroes: Yelena Borlova, Winter Soldier, Captain America, but Russian Captain America. Yeah, I need to watch that.
John, yeah, John Cena should have been picked to play the part of Captain America, and Steve.
He was a peacemaker in Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, but John Cena had the perfect build to be Captain America.
Oh, I love watching John Cena in the movies. Actually, he's a good actor. Yeah. No matter what people think, he's a good actor.
Yeah, but the other guy was just too small and didn't have the build. And plus, he played as the Human Torch in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah, I know. Oh, Chris Evans is my favorite Captain America. He's the best.
So that's
But
why they didn't do a movie of the Fantastic Four for years, because they were worried that kids would set themselves on fire. And I understand, you know.
they picked Falcon to play Captain America, but I don't agree with that. It is ridiculous.
The new Captain America,
Yeah,
yeah, well,
yeah.
that's true.
Falcon.
In the comics, there is a black guy that took over as Captain America, but he
But I
doesn't
don't
have
like.
the super soldier serum inside his body, though.
Yeah, he only has the vibranium suit, vibranium wings, and his vibranium shield.
Yeah,
But
Steve Rogers had
oh,
polio, and it was
Steve
during World War
Rogers
II.
was the
Oops.
best. Wait. He will come back in couple of months. Actually, there will be a new Captain America with him. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't wait. My God.
Because what happened to Steve Rogers is the super soldier serum wore off, and he aged really quick, and he got polio back, and it just killed him
Yeah.
because he didn't age, and
That
he did
happens
after
in
a while.
Avengers Endgame. That happens in Avengers Endgame. Yeah,
Uh,
because I'm a huge fanatic, so yeah, I know everything.
well,
Yeah,
Captain America was my favorite superhero.
mine also, and it will be forever. Uh, I don't know. I like Iron Man, but you know, it's not my favorite. The second favorite is a War Machine. I like him. He's awesome. The third one is Winter Soldier and Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. Hulk, I don't like Mark Ruffalo. He's ridiculous. He doesn't know how to act, and I don't like him. Actually, he's stupid.
Yeah, I like the Hulk, but the Hulk was lack of intelligence.
The Incredible Hulk, that is the amazing character, but Mark Ruffalo, no, thank you. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
forget Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man also. Yeah.
I mean, his strength was better than Superman because they had a
Oh,
crossover once in the comics, and Thor and the Hulk would always get into a fight, and they were always fighting until a standstill, but they
well,
were
he
tearing the
absorbed
city
gamma
up.
rays. Well, he absorbed gamma rays, so yeah, radiation.
Uh, but they ran into Superman, and the Incredible Hulk just knocked Superman out of the way into about 5 buildings. You know, it was ridiculous.
And my favorite DC hero will always be Batman because he's just a regular guy, but he stood up to the most fierce enemies. the strongest enemies. So yeah, that is the respectful character. And Henry Cavill as Superman. Yeah, not others, but only Henry Cavill is my favorite.
Yeah, but in Suicide Squad, you know, um, Harley Quinn was in that car with Joker,
Yeah,
and
with
they,
Jared
they made
Leto.
Superman out to be like a bitch. He's up there. She grabs a pistol and starts firing rounds at the. Can't you see we're on a date? That was hilarious.
Well, in Suicide Squad, my favorite is Deadshot, Will Smith. Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Harley Quinn, she's not bad. She's awesome also. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a good actress to play her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Margaret Robbie. Yeah, and she's beautiful.
That's right. Sammy did a good job in that Halloween costume contest last
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah. I watched
Oh
it.
yeah, family. Woohoo!
That's why I used her as the to set the template, telling the girls if you're going to do this, you better bring it because Sammy knows what she's doing. But Sammy didn't dance like
Yeah.
she normally did, and that may have affected her. All these other girls were going all out, and I'm like, Sammy, I told you you could have done anything you wanted as long as you keep your clothes on. That's all important, you know.
She's a Filipina Harley.
Yeah, she's very good when it comes to the dress. She really nailed it.
Yeah,
And
she
What
did.
too bad that she
what
didn't win. She didn't get
what
any prize because
what impressed me
go
about
on.
Sammy is the detail. She did the tattooing on the face just like Harley Quinn had.
Mm.
And I'm like, how did she do that? It looked really good, just like it did in the movie. It's like, how did
Well,
Sammy do that?
it is a sticker actually. We have those. They all look like real, but you
I
can
know. I
wash
think
them.
Sammy actually painted it on her face.
Yeah, yeah. You can do
Hmm.
that. You know,
Yeah.
if I ever want to get a tattoo, I will put my tattoo as a predator, from the movies, actually. With his plasma
Wow.
cannon and with a mask, yeah, and laser also. That's my favorite character, actually. And I don't know when you see a channel named Predator, and you will see the avatar as a predator, they'll be like, "Oh, he's a sex defender." No, he's not. It is from the fucking movies, you dumbass. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Can you see? It is from the movies. Watch it. They're like 7 parts, 8
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, Cher, if you can find out in that costume contest whose channel
Hmm.
was it that had the baby, maybe a year or two old, that dressed their daughter up as a baby, the Green Fairy, where she fell flat on her face, and I thought, oh
I
my God, the child just hurt herself, but she was still smiling when they lifted
I
her
think
up.
that listen. I think you better to ask Darren because that is Darren's friends.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out
Because
whose channel
she
was that.
Yeah, he's the one that is from his team. I don't know them. I was
Yeah,
just surprised that they attended. That's the belongs to Darren's group.
yeah, if I had to pick a winner of the children, that would have been my winner. She was a green fairy, and she fell flat on her face. She was
Yeah,
smiling and giggling. She fell flat on her face. I'm like, usually children are crying after that. Nope, they lifted her straight up. She was still smiling and everything.
yeah. Oh, by the way, how is your daughter, Cheyenne and Kaylee?
Oh, they're doing fine. They went to Kings Island today. That's where their sister works.
Okay. So yeah, your daughter's still there, right? Working.
Yeah,
I love the name Cheyenne. It is a beautiful name.
it's a Native American name. Matter of fact,
Yeah, yeah, I
that
know.
name of the tribe out in Wyoming is Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota.
I just I just spread my live stream to my friends here on YouTube, and I also send Darren and also this Sean Williams, but Sean Williams will not write here. I don't know why. She just write only on my messenger. I think
Yeah,
I think they're
in
busy.
in my opinion, I saw Sean Williams do a video once, or maybe a live. I can't remember. And in my opinion, he looks like Mick Foley without long hair. He looks like a young Mick Foley
Okay.
when I saw him. If
Hmm.
you watch wrestling, you know who Mick Foley is. Mick Foley is his real name, but his first gimmick was Cactus Jack, and then he did Mankind. He's one of the toughest
Yeah.
wrestlers,
What
in
time is
my
it? Like,
opinion.
yeah. Sean, what time is it now in USA?
Well, I'm in Central Time Zone, and it's 1:45.
It's 2:44 a.m. here in the Philippines. So I did this live just to talk to you guys, since you're looking for a live stream, so I make a live stream,
Yeah.
I'm hardly on YT anymore.
and I cannot. What?
I'm hardly on YT anymore. Basically, in 2020, for 3 years straight, you would always find me somewhere during the day or at night on somebody's live streaming on the panel. But now it's like impossible
Yeah,
to get on a panel or in a live stream.
yeah,
Yeah,
Some people
like,
aren't doing them
yeah.
anymore.
yeah, I noticed that.
What about you, Vinco? What happened? Why is it you quit doing a live now? Can you
I don't
explain something?
I don't see the point of talking, while there is no one to watch, there's no one to listen. So yeah, I just do premieres, records, and gaming live streams, but nothing else actually. It isn't worth it. And
Yeah.
most
Oh, I will tell you. Okay, go on, Vinco, my sweet.
most of the time I'm not in the mood to talk. So yeah.
Ain't nothing else to
Okay,
do.
guys, I will tell you something. Really. Yeah. I have something to tell you, Sean. Okay, I have a friend of mine. He is a designer like me from Instagram. I didn't know that he is drunk. Okay, he calls me, and then he was walking around. I said, "Why did you call me anyway?" And then suddenly he said, "I'm going to piss. I'm going to piss." And then suddenly he grabbed his microphone. He started to sing, just like you, Sean. Both of you have the same voice.
Who is this?
His no, his name is Pau, but he is from Instagram. He's from Instagram. He's from Illinois. Yeah,
I was born and raised in Illinois.
but this,
That's the state of Illinois.
but this, yeah, but this guy is is the same height of yours. He's a big dude. He's a big guy.
Oh,
My
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, Northern Illinois, you're going to get that. Wisconsin, Minnesota,
He's
it's where a
so
lot of
big.
tall people live.
And I think he is younger than Vinco a little. I think he's around 33 or something. He keeps on singing, and then suddenly I turn it off, and then he said, why did you hang up the phone? I said, I think you're drunk. Yeah. No, because I don't answer this kind of people. First of all, he is in the bar, and then he was trying to show my video to his friends, and I really don't know what the heck these people talk about me, because I'm an Asian. I just turn it off. I don't need to show off who I am. As I told you guys, I trusted only a shortlisted friends, and I trusted you, my sweet Vinco. I trusted you, Sean. I trusted Sammy. I trusted Josh. I trusted Penis Habit. I trusted Darren. I trusted Blessed Life, and that's it.
Yeah.
Others, I got disappointed, but I'm not going to mention their names.
Ooh, I got disappointed many
It's like
times in my life.
unexpected. Yeah,
Yeah. Every single
I
day,
I, I
I
never
will. I
expect
get
that.
disappointed. So yeah, nothing
Go
new.
on.
Well,
No,
life.
just tell us what makes you disappointed.
Uh, the people. My God. I mean, in our
Mm-hmm.
country, we have different mentality, and that is why I keep saying to people, we are not the same. People need to learn that. Um, I just can understand why people are changing every day so fast. One day they will be okay with you, the next day they will not know you. What the fuck is that?
That's
It's
mostly an
unbelievable.
American quality. But a lot of Americans, I'm sad to say this, I do it with no joy, but it's true. They assume everybody else is the same.
Sean, are you there?
The mindset's totally different. Yeah, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a different culture, possibly different language. We're all not the same. I mean, we can be,
Yeah.
but mostly Americans are arrogant assholes.
Yeah.
That's why when I first went to Europe, went to France and Germany, at first they were weary of me, and then they got to know me within a couple of days. They acted like I'm their best friend, and they've known me their whole life. They said, "You're an American?" I said, "Yeah." And they were like, "You're not
Oh,
arrogant assholes like
Josh
the other
is
ones I've met."
here.
Ton is fucking here.
Did
Josh.
y'all hear me?
Okay, okay, okay. Josh is here.
They would
Let's
always
go.
tell me the same thing. You're not arrogant like all the other Americans we've met. I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, are they that arrogant? They're like, oh yeah.
Take a look, Josh. Who farted? Where are you right now, Josh? Are you in the hospital?
Hey,
Hi,
Hi.
Marion.
Hello,
Hi.
Marian.
I said hello.
I did. I said that too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Believe
she
it or
said
not,
hello. She said hello.
Marion, she shares the same name as the best pizza joint in the Dayton, Ohio area. There are six of them. It's a family-owned pizzeria. They got the best pizza in the area. Marion's Pizza.
Hey,
Yeah.
Vinko.
Hey, Josh.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I sent you the link.
Yep, I appreciate it.
I miss you all.
Marion said something to you guys.
Miss you too,
I
Marianne.
miss.
Yeah, we miss you also, Marian.
Marion, have you tried to escape yet?
Have you tried to escape yet?
No, not yet.
Every day she wants to, and we'll see. It's not like Alcatraz or Canadian Alcatraz or anything like that, but they just want them to be back by bedtime. Just be back by bedtime. Okay.
Be back.
So, Sean, are you hauling cock?
No, it's Nestle products.
Okay.
Mhm.
because Sean used to call it that. I'm calling cock, which is chicken, but or
No, I'd say
rooster,
chicken tits is what I would
chicken
say
tits.
because they're chicken breasts.
Kitties.
Yeah. Yeah. I invited also Darren. I think Darren is busy.
Darren is on a private jet.
He's probably
Darren is
talking
on
to
a
his wife.
private jet.
Okay.
Sean,
He's what?
he's on a private jet with a friend.
Oh, so he can't take any calls from altitude. Cell phones still not work. Do not work at altitude. They never have.
Unless they have Wi-Fi, some airlines do.
Yeah, and brand new planes like the 777s are the only ones that carry Wi-Fi, and those are only international flights.
Hmm.
No, but I asked him. I said, "How'd you get on the tarmac to somebody's jet? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I have a friend who's a billionaire." Sure, you do. Okay.
He does, but he's got a lot of friends that are bankers.
Okay.
I invited also Agent Rodarte to come up here. I told you
Yeah,
this
no.
live stream exclusively for friends.
What? Okay. Buns are getting bigger. What is this? I thought we were losing.
Okay, I'm 10 miles away from Memphis, Tennessee. If you want to see it, share. And once I go
Oh
through,
yeah, I've
once
seen it.
once I go through downtown and then go over the bridge, I'll be in Arkansas.
Okay.
And Arkansas is the home of Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they sound like Johnny Cash, you know. He goes, "We have that over here too," you know. Or they sound like Bill Clinton, like they got the ass whipped.
I love to listen to Johnny Cash actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was great. I was toting my pack all across the Winnemucca Road when it
When
came
the
on came
man
a
comes down.
semi with a high canvas covered load.
Look how fun
If you're
that
going
is.
to Winnemucca Mac, and we can ride. And I've been to Winnemucca. I did a live stream from there. I delivered to the Walmart DC there in Winnemucca.
Yeah.
That is one of the hardest songs to karaoke because when he starts naming off all the cities, you got to know what you're doing, or you just blew the whole thing, and it screws you up.
Yeah, I invited also Ellie, but I don't think Ellie will come up here.
I haven't seen Ellie in
Oh
ages.
my god. Ah, he's having a tour somewhere in Australia together with Luke Potter's worker. You know, but whenever it's Ellie is traveling, he has a guide from the Luke Potter. These are the people who is guiding all the people with disability. You know.
Well, yeah, he knows if I go over there where I want to go. We're going to Broken Hill where they filmed, you know, the Road Warrior and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. All that was filmed in Broken Hill in New South Wales. There, that's where I want to go.
Australia, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, all the Mad Max movies were filmed there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so happy that you guys came to my live stream. You know, it's been a long time. I was wishing to have this kind of live stream. You know, to see my friends. Yeah, that's why the title is Late Night Talk to My Trusted Friends. Actually, I have a headache, but I enjoy talking to you guys.
Vinco, the last song that was popular by Johnny Cash, I really liked. He did a sequel to Devil Went Down to Georgia, and in the video, he was dressed like a priest. That
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
So, Josh, for how long is your wife is staying there?
Just at least the end of May.
No, I mean for how long your wife is staying there in the nursing home.
This one till the end of May. She's getting
Okay.
transferred to another one.
Okay.
They don't have long-term care here, so that she has to be transferred to somewhere else. It sucks.
So she's there till Memorial Day.
To the end of May, yes.
Ugh.
Her insurance will cover her till about 3 weeks.
They said they wouldn't cover me past Wednesday.
They're working on you to stay longer until it gets processed.
Oh,
And then she's gonna lose her fucking insurance, so that sucks. We just applied in December, now she's gotta lose that shit, because that's not gonna work over where she's going next. We just got it.
Oh.
Fucking. And then we lose that shit.
yeah,
The new
that,
stuff.
well, blame your mother for that one.
Oh, it's so much easier if you switch. Fuck off.
Because I need a whole lot more coverage. It's the next.
That's all you have to make. We need at least 3 weeks.
I had 2 weeks with you now.
I know, that's it. This time you get in about 3 weeks and a half. Bag.
But I
Ding,
had
Hey,
ding, ding.
Bingo, my sweet, what are you doing now?
with Blake.
You're not coming home, stop with that.
Oh, he's
They can take it to
muted.
see you and transfer you for that appointment if you don't want them to work with you at your new place.
Yeah.
They can take you to them in the van. I'm not going to. I'll be paid for it. I'm sorry?
No, I think Vinko was muted because I was trying to talk to him. He was muted. I think he was talking to the mother.
Fell
Yeah.
asleep.
My question is, when is Marian is coming home,
She's not.
Josh? Oh my God,
This is permanent.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, no, she's gonna get the good care that she needs.
Okay, yeah. So how are you now, Josh? How is your job?
I don't have a job anymore because Marion's over here. I
Okay,
don't work
okay.
if somebody
So
else.
what about
I don't-
your bird? Who's taking care of your little pet over there?
My little pet. She's right here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no! What I'm trying to say, the bird.
I know. He's fine. I'll go home and see him after a while.
double eights.
Okay.
Sean
Mhm.
says, fuck off.
No, at times I can't tell if it's you or Cher because you both got birds singing in the background.
No, my bird is sleeping now. My bird is sleeping now. I just gave them a food.
Exactly. It's on our
Because
waist.
that's where I always pull it to.
It's on our waist.
Doesn't matter.
Your waist is by your.
I don't pull it to my waist. I pull it
You hike it up
way
your
on
crack,
up
Buzz.
there.
You hike it up your crack.
Keeps it from sagging.
Oh my, but everything else is good.
All right.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna let my phone cool down. It's burning my hand saying, "The devil's coming after you, bitch." Oh, thanks, phone.
Okay. Take care, Josh.
See you later, Sean. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Sean,
Bye.
Yeah. Hello.
I'll call you later.
Oh, okay. Have
All
fun.
right, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to let you to be in the center so
Share,
people can watch you, Sean. What?
share. What you just
What?
witnessed, what you just witnessed and heard, I told everybody a long time ago, and I know you heard me say this recently.
Mm-hmm.
She's losing her insurance and her Medicaid and Medicaid because of Donald Trump, which he supported Donald Trump.
What the fuck?
See the irony? A lot of MAGA supporters
Yeah.
are regretting this because things like this are happening to them. But some people still support them, even though they're getting their throat slit. Like a lot of farmers that lost their farms in Nebraska, they just
Yeah.
learned that
Mm-hmm.
we're not allowing anybody in the country as refugees except the white people from South Africa that were farmers that they said that there was a
Mm-hmm.
genocide, so they're taking, yeah, these 51 rich South Africans are going to be the proud owners of the people losing their farms in Nebraska because they invested in acre traders, which is swallowing up all the farms that are going bust because of the what Donald
Uh-huh.
Trump had done.
Oh.
Yeah, they were talking about being replaced. Well, they are. A bunch of farmers in Nebraska are getting replaced by South Africans.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I keep on asking about the personal questions to Josh, because my concern only is the wife, because I thought it's
Yes.
only for a short time, and I didn't know
No.
that is for a lifetime.
Yeah. No. Mostly when somebody enters in a nursing home, it's until they die.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's where they can get
Oh,
round the
Darren
clock
is
care.
here. Yeah. I hope Darren can come up.
I'm back.
Oh,
But
Darren is here.
share it's Darren or share it's sad what has happened, but that's what happened to Marion.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. It was so sad that she ended up over there.
No, it's sad that she's going to lose her insurance and her
Yeah.
Medicare and Medicaid and
Oh,
Social
Darren
Security.
is
She's going to
here.
lose all of it.
Brother Darren!
Kumusta?
Yeah. Hang on. Let's make the layout like this so that people can see Darren too.
Salamat.
He's driving over.
Darren, I was sort of fighting for survival and then helping people out of their truck or wherever they were and to check on people to make sure they were alive
Oh
last
boy.
night, and it was bad.
Where is this?
This was in Kentucky. There was a tornado outbreak.
Tornado outbreak?
Hmm.
Were you in it?
And it went through the truck. Yeah, it went right through the parking lot.
Holy shit.
Like they said, if you weren't loaded, your truck was going to get relocated. That's the only thing that saved my ass is I had 42,000 pounds of Nestle in my truck.
So it
That
keeps
kind
your
of
truck
anchored me
down.
to the ground. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was still rocking my truck though.
Wow. Did it damage anything?
Oh yeah, it looked like a
Like
war
your,
zone.
like your truck or other people's?
Luckily, my truck was unscathed.
That's good.
Yeah.
The ones that were operable, that didn't have any damage or will do any damage, we were asked to leave, and we did. They said park on the shoulder of the on ramp or the interstate, and that's what we did, so they could clear the area, get emergency EMS in there, and rescue
Smart.
people.
Smart.
I helped a couple of guys out of their truck. They said, I can't get my big ass out the window because you'd have to climb straight up because his truck was on the side. And I'm like,
flip the truck.
yeah, it was laying on its side and he was trying to get out through the driver's side window, which he's standing. It's about the same height he is. I said, I'll get you out. So I took my mag light and I smashed the windshield. And I said, now you can crawl out.
Perfect. Perfect.
Because one of the people said, you just broke his windshield. I said, does it matter?
No. Gotta get him out.
Yeah.
Because insurance would cover that anyways.
Yeah, they'll probably end up totaling the truck anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I was helping some
Yeah.
guys get the hell out of their truck. And it was bad, Darren.
Yeah.
It was a mass casualty event is what they called it.
Did you
Yeah.
see anybody die
Darren,
there?
I sent already the receipt. I sent already the receipt. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Siggy. So yeah,
No,
we'll promote
okay.
your channel again tomorrow, Sheriff.
Thankfully, no. The only thing that it's got me bothered is not knowing what happened to the young family that talked to me in the truck stop a couple hours before your live stream started.
Right.
They talked to me and said, "Are we allowed to park here?" Because they asked me if I was a trucker, and I'm like, "Yeah." They said, "Are we allowed to park here and stay in our camper?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. People do it all the time." They were in an SUV with a camper. I do know this: it would have lifted that vehicle and thrown it for a mile or two.
Wow.
The thing
Wow.
is, they probably did stay, and because I looked over and their vehicle was not there.
Oh.
And they had three children with them, and I'm like, when something happens to the children, I draw the line there
Yeah.
because I'm the father of four, and I want to tell myself that they're okay, but knowing what I know, probably not.
Wow.
How are you, brother Darren?
I am good, Vinko. How are you, brother?
I'm okay.
I'm always looking forward to your short videos or videos. His next date.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
oh.
oh yeah. I did a new one for you. I
always do it. It's like, oh, I'd like to try that one.
Darren, can you do me a favor? Can you please help me to my other channel, which is the colorful feathers creature? Okay.
Yeah,
I just need
when you
some
get there,
subscribers so I can do live.
Yeah, when you get there tomorrow, we'll promote it. So that's good.
Okay. Yeah. Mega love shout out to Len Whistler. Yeah.
Yay!
And he said hello to you. Hello, Darren. Team salute.
Hi,
CA.
Len. My good friend from British Columbia.
Yeah.
Darren, can you hear me?
Yeah.
In the Halloween costume contest, do you remember Whose channel was it that had the baby girl in the green fairy costume?
No, I'd have to rewatch it.
I've always wanted to know who that was because that child was. If we had to pick a winner, that's who I would have picked as winner when it comes
Yeah.
to the children.
I think that's great to have a children's category. They all win and they love it. I'm gonna get my friend Anna. She has over 100,000 followers. I'm gonna try and get her because a lot of these people promote my channel through their channels. I got Lynn O. She has 400,000 subscribers. So
Mhm.
I got all these fun people.
Yeah.
Gonna be another successful one. I promoted that for 2 months. It was a good live stream all the time.
I'd start promoting it again in June just to give them a good heads up on it to
That's a
get
good
their
idea.
costume ready.
There you
It
go.
gives them more time unless they want to make their own costume.
Yeah, a
you
lot
know.
of people seem to make them. They're really good. Some of the costumes, and I'm glad that we have not contingency. When everybody, whatever's left, we kind of split with everybody, so everybody kind of wins something, which is kind of nice. I like how all the kids win, and then I like how consolation prize. That's it. Yeah, the rest is
Mhm.
consolations. Whoever's left, split evenly. So that's good. I had a
Darren,
ball.
Can I ask you, Darren, do you know the girl with the name of Anna? I think she is half Japanese, half Filipina.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one who can sing.
she's OFW right now in I think Kuwait or something like that. And also I know Icy. That's one of Shadows Get Sweet's friends. There's Icy. She's
Mm-hmm.
half Japanese, half Filipina. So
Uh-huh.
That's an interesting combination.
yeah, it's very cool.
I figured they look like
They speak more Japanese because they grew up in Japan.
they would look like Blessed Life
Mm-hmm.
because Blessed Life looks half Japanese.
Yes, yes. But Icy, she looks like Japanese.
Yeah.
But she's fluent in English. She sounds like a DJ, to be honest.
Yeah.
You ought to get them on there to sing for us, Darren.
Oh yeah, for sure. They will have a special prize for singers. Definitely, I'll flex them. I like how at my anniversary was a huge success. Spinning a wheel,
Mm-hmm.
everybody gets a chance at the wheel. So the singer comes up, flex their channel, comment picker. Okay, I was flexing so many people. So that's how I'll do. Promote next time. Promote shared channel is you promote all the small channels. They go, they view, they comment, they subscribe. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Darren even promoted me on his big anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won like 100 bananas, even more.
Yes.
And thank you for that, brother.
My pleasure.
I
always
was
have a good
sleeping that time. I forgot.
I know. So is Sean. It's funny.
Yeah, we're sleeping.
Me,
We're
I was fighting
sleeping
for my
that
life.
time, you know.
So good.
I was sleeping before it happened. I heard some slamming and banging, and I'm like, it sounds like a truck just hit somebody or something. And I look out the window, I could barely see a thing because of the wind and everything was just swirling around really hard,
That's
and it was shaking the
scary.
truck.
Oh, did you guys have a heads up that was going to happen?
Yeah, everybody's phone went off.
Oh, so you get there and get out of Dodge. We're out of here. Let's go. Wouldn't want to stick around. That's for sure. Great.
Yeah.
Now, just because I'm close to 80,000 pounds doesn't mean that I couldn't have gotten lifted. That was probably, I'm going to go by its strength. That was at least an F3.
Wow.
A strong F3, F4 would have definitely moved my truck, even as how heavy as it is. It would have moved everybody.
No kidding.
Because you get a tornado that big, it relocates everything, including the grass.
Even the cows.
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
that happens all the time, though. There was a tornado that's happened a few times where it took all the cattle of this one farm, and they know how far this cow had traveled because it had a brand on it. This cow survived unhurt 30 miles away from its location. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Superman cow.
This cow got relocated about 30
Wow.
miles, almost 30 miles, without getting killed or injured. They only
Wow.
knew it because a lot of cow ranchers, they got their own branding on the cow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But the cow moving around up in the air, you know, they got to be freaking out, you know, because it's happened to people before. In Mississippi, there was a tornado. A single woman was by herself in her Volkswagen. It lifted her car and put it on the roof of the grocery store, and she was perfectly fine.
Wow.
Because everybody's looking like, how did that car get up on the roof? You know, is it the tornado lifted it and dropped it right on the roof?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So Darren, where are you heading now, Darren?
To an event. So we're gonna see. We get some parking. There it is.
Okay.
So see what's happening here. Da, 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 da. How are you guys? Everybody's doing well. Sean survived. That's scary, Sean. I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. I'm alive. That's what I was thinking at the end of it. I'm alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
You know, it's things that I'd rather have not have to live through. I didn't expect that at all last night.
Yeah, it just snuck up on you. How much notice did you get?
I wasn't paying attention to the weather. They said it was going to be severe weather. They were advertising, but I wasn't paying attention. But I looked at my phone and it was still flashing red, emergency, emergency.
Jeez.
That's how I knew everybody got the tornado warning, but I didn't hear it or see it.
Crazy.
I mean, the notification noise, something like that, will go on for a while, like an alarm clock. It'll last for about maybe 30 seconds, and then it'll cease. But the red flashing on the screen will stay there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you're available, I'll see you guys. See Sean later. He's available in the chair. I'll see you tomorrow if you're available.
Yeah. Yeah. Later. Your live stream. Okay.
Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
Vinko.
Take care, Darren.
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
Brother Darren. Bye.
God bless.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Darren.
Bye. So bye. So let's Sean to be star again.
Well, I'm about
There
ready
you
to get
go.
into downtown Memphis anyway. I didn't want y'all to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also
Yeah.
on my right. On my right, when I go through downtown, you'll see the famous St. Jude Medical Hospital for kids, strictly for cancer, kids with cancer, and it's totally free
Mm-hmm.
for people who can't afford it or anything. They accept donations from rich folks or whatever, and the Shriners and everything.
That's
Mhm.
But it's
noble.
it's so sad that some of these kids don't make it though. Shit like this shouldn't be happening to children.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't bother you until you have kids of your own. That's when
Yeah.
it really gets under your skin. Your first thought is, the
Yeah.
parents. You know, me, I'd probably be drunk.
Yeah. I just make the screen like this so people can see the wide. How does it looks like? USA. I know a lot of people watching while you're doing a virtual traveling. That's why I invited you to come up here, Sean, because I cannot do artwork for a while because of my headache. But as I promised you lately, when you call me while in the mall, I just need to buy some food for my mother. Yeah, I become live, and I invited also my sweet Binko and also some of the rest of our friends. And I don't want to talk about those trolls anymore. They can go to hell. Me, I just wanted to have a peaceful conversation here because yeah, I don't like problems in my head anymore.
Yeah.
Especially with a headache.
Yeah, because of it's really hot in the Philippines. That's why it was I have a headache.
Well, here's a
Geez,
little colder here. Yeah.
good thing in your place is colder.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, it's traffic.
Yep. Whoops.
Hmm.
I'm always getting stopped every few feet. It's ridiculous because they got road construction through here, and I think it bottlenecks down to one
Hmm.
lane, which is not a good idea. Not going through Memphis during the day. And Mid South Wrestling, its home office is here in Memphis when it existed. Went during the territorial days when I was a kid. They had the NWA,
Oh yeah.
AWA, Continental. They had all these different wrestling leagues. It was called territories.
Hmm.
Till WWF swallowed them all up.
Oh God. What happened now to what happened now to the owner of the Facebook? Mark. They it was in the report. Goodbye Meta. What is all about that?
Mark Zuckerberg, I would have grabbed him and stuffed his head in the
Yeah.
toilet in college. He's the type that needed that.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I don't
he's the
know.
type. Military school and college, we would have done that to him. Shoved his head right in the toilet.
The world is going to shit, man. Shit rolled
It's
down.
like I really don't care about the wealth of Trump. He can talk by himself, but he cannot do this to everybody. To have a misery. They need to experience to have a good life.
Well, he's the type, as a kid, would go up to you and pinch you, and as he's pinching you, would look right you in the eye and say, "Does this hurt?"
Yep.
Well, let me do it to you, motherfucker, and you can tell me if it hurts or not.
He's a sadistic motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd slap the piss out of him and ask him, "Did that hurt?"
Mhm. Oh shit.
Oh, I watched the news yesterday, and Donald Trump is like talking about our Croatian president, and and our Croatian president tells to Donald Trump, "Go fuck yourself."
Exactly. That's how you should talk to him.
Because we Croatians, we don't put any of those shit from anybody. So that is why people are respecting us, even the Chinese. So yeah, Chinese love Croatia because we are very good at, at the business situation, cooperating, everything. So that is why and Chinese hate Donald Trump because they can't stand
Hmm.
him and his
Well,
policy.
they're educated people in China. A
Yeah.
lot of people go to college, and they try to be, and they're good at it, but it's hard to tolerate stupidity.
Yep.
That's why they pity people like me over here, because we have to suffer through what he's doing to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. I have a cousin. He lives in New York for I think his whole life, and he said to me like when people ask, "Are you American?" Like those people are so ashamed to say I am. Oh my God! It is like,
Yes.
look what the big pig did to us. We are not strong anymore. We are pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy watching John while driving. You see.
Oh yeah, I will do live stream with my motorcycle, but I don't have mobile data on my phone, so I can't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, my sweet. Okay.
Yeah, because I will need like 1 million gigabytes of mobile data on my phone. So yeah, ain't gonna happen.
Normally, 8 gig, it will do. 8 gig, 8 gig or to ten
No, no, no.
gig.
Because our in Herzegovina we don't have those SIM cards with mobile data. You can only SMS and call and nothing else.
Uh,
Yeah,
in the
I can't
Philippines,
remember
it's
what year.
compact.
I can't, Vinko, I can't remember what year, but it was October 7th, a couple years ago, right after the incident over there that happened where everybody always quotes the October 7th over in Israel, and they act like that's when history started for them. No, 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 no. There's a lot of history before October 7th. And it just irks me to death that these people think that that's when history started. When that happened, I did a live stream condemning any action that our government took because I knew which way they were going to go. So I am not responsible or nor had any control over what we do. That my government decides on what not to act and not do, and to continue to sell supply weapons, bombs to drop on those people. I washed my hands of it there. I do not support it at all. And that's when we had a Democrat president, Mr. Biden. Sleepy Joe Biden. Yeah, it kind of reminds you of that uncle that's on a new drug that hasn't got the dosage right.
Yeah.
That is funny. Oh my God. He looks like a junkie, Jesus Christ. He doesn't know how to walk, for fuck's sakes. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? He's
Well,
stepping
cotton in
around,
decline is
falling
catching them.
down.
That same old age decline is happening to Trump too. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
It's like he's going to be 80 real soon this year.
Old
But they wanted to
geezer.
talk about how old Biden was. I mean, he's only 2.5 years younger than Biden. But
Hmm.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking idiots.
Hmm. Sorry about those cats fighting. That's the cats of my sister.
I don't hear anything.
No,
Hopefully they're getting the damn
the
mice.
cat out. This is the wild cats because there's a big rats here. I saw the. I think. Do you remember Sean when we were talking? I thought it was the cat who was tapping the window. When I see it, it was a big rat. Jesus
Yeah, let's.
Christ!
Hopefully that's what the
It was
cats are going after
a
right
big
now.
rat. Yeah. The cat the rat is the half of size of the cat. My God, it was so big. He wants to get inside it in our house.
If that's the
And I
case, then the
found out
cats may be a
the
bit wary
mother.
of it.
Yeah, the other cat, the female cat, was here. Emmy. We name her Emilia. She wanted to to eat the rat. That's why the rat is trying to open our window, but I closed it. My God, it was so
Yeah, but
scary.
those cats are hungry enough, which I would starve the cats. They're hungry enough; they'll get those mice and rats out of there. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have
You know
three
what this
hunter cats.
cat. Yeah, you know what this cat's doing? They will hunt this big cat, this big rats, and whenever the rat is died, they will bring it to my sister and show it as a gift,
Yeah,
and
well,
then my
that's what
sister
cats do.
will give them a cat food, huh?
That's
I
what
will
cats
send you.
do.
I will send you my yellow cat. He's a hunter, so I will send that to you,
Mhm.
so he can help you. My machak.
Okay. Okay, you guys
That
listening?
is so big.
Well,
Okay.
shit. Okay, hopefully this part isn't in the way, but beyond the trees there to the right, that there's get off at this exit. There's the St. Jude Hospital right there to the right. See it? They're
Ah,
doing
I
more
see.
Yeah,
construction.
we have seen it. We have seen it.
There's St. Jude Research
Yeah.
Hospital there. Yeah, this is downtown Memphis, San
Wow.
Jose. And then
Yeah,
you'll see
be
me go over
careful,
the
Sean. You're
bridge.
driving.
That's
Do you
right.
Yeah.
know? Do you
And we
know,
got a
Cheryl?
pyramid right there.
Do you know, Cheryl? What is the national animal to our country? Do you know which one?
What?
Many
My
people will
seat,
say
what?
it is eagle, bear, or wolf. Yeah, it is all three of them, but the bobcat is our national animal.
You
Yeah.
have bobcats there? I
A
didn't know that.
bobcat.
Yeah, because Russians bring them here like nearly 70s, and yeah, they're populated here, and there are like tons of them
I didn't
actually.
know they were indigenous to
Yeah. Now,
the
now they're like
bobcats. I thought were only indigenous to North America.
no. We have here like almost 17,000 of them. Yeah, and they're multiply
Ah,
all the time,
you know,
and they're
you know
protected
what?
by.
I will tell you something. My street
Mm,
bingo in US, they're not allowed to have a bobcat because one of my friends is a YouTuber. He has a bobcat. It was confiscated by the government.
but
Welcome to
Cheryl,
Yeah.
Arkansas.
who will ask you, is it or is it not? Because you can hold 70,000 of cats, and they're
Ah,
growing.
yeah.
My God, it is
It
a big number,
is.
and it is a national park. Actually, they're full of them, so they're protected.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
If you
famous Mississippi River right here.
Mississippi, the old
Oh,
Miss
And then when I get off the bridge, I'll be in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
yeah.
In the
you
trucking
know, like
world, we call it Arkansas.
like Chevy Chase said in one of his movies, the old Miss. Oh my God. I love watching his movie. Also, he's a great actor.
Jesus Christ. Well, the Blitz ended yesterday, thank God. The 3-day DOT Blitz. And I get
Mm-hmm.
pulled in once and I get bypassed. They wave me through. It's where they pull in all drivers and you detect any issue, they're going to write your ass up. It's a money grab, is what it is.
Yeah.
And they were trying to pull over foreign drivers that are the drivers that are not efficient English speakers. So at whatever company they're driving for, put them on handcuffs, and then they charge that company $5,000.
Wow.
And these people that are happy that they're doing that, I said, okay, look, yeah, he signed that executive order, but when it comes to money, you're not getting anything. You're not feeling like you just own the lips. That had nothing to do with it. No, whatever money there's to be getting goes to them. You don't see a dime of that money. So whatever you won was hardly anything.
Bingo was gone. Bingo was gone. I think his phone is died now.
Yeah, I'm going to pull into the truck stop because I got to use the restroom. Comfort room.
Okay.
Or in American language, we call it the shit house.
Yeah, Sean, I'm not going to, well, once you park in a truck stop, I will start, to end the live because of, I feel sleepy now because it's almost 3:39 and later I will visit Happiness Habit because I messaged her already and she will wait for me
get some
tomorrow.
sleep.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much, and till next time. Okay, bye, Sean. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye, everyone. Bye.